everybody, this is Heather from Planning with Grammy. One of the things that I've been really excited to do is show you how I decide what stickers I'm going to use each week. I don't know about you, but when I first started, I was very confused about what sticker books to use. I mean, these sticker books are gorgeous, and I could never figure out how many spreads I could do with each sticker book. And I wasn't really sure, was I a person that used a lot of stickers? Was I a person that used minimal stickers? So how many stickers, how many spreads could I get out of one sticker book? And how many times would I want to use a sticker book, especially like something like this where they look similar? Would I want to use this book, 1 week, the second week, the third week, and have it all, 1 month be all homespun? I wasn't really sure how to use my sticker books. So I decided I needed a planner for my planner. And it took a bit of time and effort, but it has been a time saver for me. So when I got involved with Happy Planner, I bought a lot of books. This is just a small stack. And I'm going to show you a picture of what I have. So I had a TV tray stand sitting at a chair in the living room. And next to the chair is a tote, tub, whatever you want to call it, the plastic container. And it ended up getting full of Happy Planner books, Mojo Jojo, and Calva Plan. Those were the three that I started with. I really didn't realize that there were sticker books that you could print from Etsy. There are Live Love Posh. There is Cathetic Plans, I think it is. There are so many companies now that are doing sticker books. So I'm hoping that in the comments, everyone will put in their sticker information as far as companies and where you can go to get sticker books or sticker sheets or printables. There are so many different ways to do it. So that way, you could just stick to one company. It makes it so much easier in the sense that you know what to expect as far as their plan and stuff like that. So I figure in a planner, you have a week. And in a week, you could, and I've done that, I've taken multiple, and I've seen people do it, the influencers. I've seen people I'm going to take 2 sticker books. They look familiar, and I'm going to jumble them together. That's really hard to do on your own unless they do it. So when they would do that, I would buy those books, and then I would put them together and copy basically almost exactly what they have done. But unless you do something like that, I find for the average planner, I'm just assuming that might be hard. So I would assume the average planner or a beginner would just use one sticker book. And you're not going to use the whole book. You're probably just going to use a part of the book. And how do you decide between all of these books which one is the book that you want to use? So what I've done is I've created this chart You can go on my Etsy shop. I'll make it very inexpensive, but Etsy does charge me as well. So I have to put some amount on there. So I'll have this one that's blank. And what I've done is I made a chart. And this is a chart of every week that you're going to have in your planner. And I have the numbers of the weeks, and take that with a grain of salt because I get highly confused. Is this the first week of the year? Because technically, you know, it is January 1st through the 3rd, but that's not a full week. So is that the first week or is this the first week? I'm not sure. So I started with week 1 as this week here. If it's wrong, I'm sorry. And if there's enough comments about it, I can change it. But that's what I did. And it's not, this part's not as important. It's more of just a tracker like type situation. It's more of these numbers that are important. It's Monday through Sunday. So, so this would be your first week. And you might want to ask yourself, you know, what is happening during the first week of January? Well, there's different things that you can do. And that is, you can go through the yearly calendar and you can find, now this is the other one. I'm going to have this on Etsy too, but you need to remember that I am a white Irish descent. I don't know, but they're aimed towards things. I like books. I like books. So a lot of book things in here. So the holidays in here are aimed at things that I thought were relevant to me. So that's why there's the blank one, so that you can make your own. But there's a separate one that is filled in towards my interests. Because I don't know what your interests are. You could really go in many directions on this topic. So what I did is I went through and I took the national holidays, and you could put that in a certain color. So New Year's Day, okay. Then I went through and took holidays from, I think it's National, I should have written that down, Calendar Day? So Noodle Day is another one. International Mind Body Wellness Day. So the next question is, do I have a sticker book that represents New Year's Day, Doodle Day, and International Mind Body Wellness Day? So what I do is I go through my package of my books, and I say, you know, well, this is a small representation of it, so it's not a good, it's not a good representation of what I had. What did I end up going with? Color Story. It's a Color Story one. It's like a very, I'm going to flash it really quick because there's stuff in there. It's not really quite done. Anyways, this one. It's very, very quick. Very quick. Not done. Just some flowers. Kind of subdued. So what you would do is you'd write Color Story here. Oops, I got ahead of myself. You would write Color Story here, okay? And then this column here is for your personal holidays. So let's say someone has a birthday, an anniversary, or there's a specific holiday in your town, an event, something specific that you really should remember a wedding going on, something that's particular to you, that's in your personal calendar that you really want to remember, that would go in this column here. So that way, if there's a wedding or something like that, and there's a theme to the wedding, you could put that in there. If there's a family day event or a fair or something like that, you could put that in here. So you could find stickers on those as well. So let's say you don't have those stickers. Then you know, I can go around and look for those stickers. And then you have all those, if I have all those comments of stickers, of people who are providing stickers, you can look through those people that are selling their stickers, and you can see, does someone have a really cool fair one? I know somebody does, because I think I did one actually. I think it was Happy Planner. But I know there's others. So that would be another thing that you could do. So let's look at the next week, or Doodle Day. So another thing you could do too is you can go on Canva and you can make your own stickers, and you could have some doodles all over your as your theme. Or International Mind Body Wellness Day. That could be a fitness book, or one of those keep it up kind of quote books. Growing, Blooming, Becoming, this kind of a thing could work as that. So big goals, little moment, that's mental healthy kind of a thing, right? Hello, Wonderful Life, maybe. So anyways, that's what you would put. So you would pick through your thing. I have a huge container of books, and it takes a long time to go through each and every book, but I do it. At the beginning of the year, I get out my chart, and every year I change up my chart, because sometimes the holidays are like the third Saturday of each month and stuff like that. So I go through and I check this chart. It takes me quite a while to make, but it is so worth it to do it, because then I just put it into my planner. And sometimes I don't get through the whole thing. Sometimes I only get so far in it. And then, I'll finish it up later. If you have to do it in little sections, that's okay. But then, so you go through all your books and you find what fits. So maybe, let's say, what's the next week? Spaghetti Day. Does someone have stickers on spaghetti? Someone might. If not, I'm sure Canva has stickers on Spaghetti Day. Let's say you're really big on spaghetti, and you can even, maybe your nana or your grandmother or your mother has a special spaghetti sauce recipe or something like that. You could somehow put that into your planner. There are ways to personalize it to you. I put the Golden Globes. So certain calendars that you might want to look up are awards, sports. Let's see here. What else did I look up? Authors, like their holidays or their birthdays. Let's see here. I can't remember that one. I'm so sad that I can't remember. There's several national calendar holiday checklists that you can go to. There's several. There's Winnie the Pooh Day. There's got to be stickers out there on that if you don't have it. So what it is I like to go through and first go through the sticker books that I have. And as I go through them, I tend to find that I pretty much fill up most of my, let's see here. Is there anything on here that I pretty much fill up most of the items on here. I found stickers at Walmart. So Walmart, put that in there. Design Lovely Studio, is it? That's a Etsy shop. Lots of them on Etsy shops too. She had a hot cocoa one, so I put that in there. Your dog's gotcha day, or your cat, the day you adopted your cat. That's a good thing to put in here. Let's see here. Did you know there's a National Quilting Day? I ended up doing that yesterday. That's why Homespun is out. So that's the other thing. So let's say you go through your books and you match them up to what you can in here. And you have a lot of books left over. Okay. Then what I did was I went through my books, and let's say this one was not chosen in here, and it's quilting. So what I did is I looked up, quilts. Is there a National Quilt Day? There is. And then I added it in to this chart. So there's actually more than one National Quilting Day. I think one is Quilting Day, one is something else. It's similar to maybe World Quilting. There's National, so I put N for National, W for World, because it really gets like International Epilepsy Day is in here, and I think there's a national one too. National Margarita Day. Is there one where I have National Pokemon Day? I just did National Sun-Kissed Citrus Fruit Day. That came out really nice. So if you get going through here and I find, okay, well, this one definitely is going to get used. You got birds, you got butterflies. So let's say I go through and this is not matching up to any of these holidays. I would look up birds, butterflies, bees, and find out when there's a National Bee Day. If there's a certain flower in here, I would look up the flower. If there's a certain quote in here that you really like that has a certain concept to it. Let's see if there's a certain concept in here. I think like these are actually considered poppies. Yeah, these are poppies. So I used this once during Memorial Day, I think, because they're poppies. I think I used some of them for that. I don't know where I used them though. Maybe I used something else, but I had it down for it. Oh, I don't know. Some are used up here. Not many though. Do not forget. That's kind of interesting. Do not forget poppies, Memorial Day. Do not forget. Some have a Mother's Day theme to them. I know there's one or two books that have Mother's Day themes, so you can match those up. But like I said, you go through and you try to find, like if there's a theme that you can get, like there's daisies in here or things like that. These are a lot of flowers. This must be my flower section. Okay, so then there's Halloween. Obviously, that's going to go in there. So there's a lot of holidays on this side. And then this side, as you can see, it gets very not so big with the holidays. There's just less holidays I found during that time. And also, once I got to October or September, it's pretty much fall theme for me. And I have so many fall themed books and things like that, and then once you get to December, it's all Christmas themed for me. So once I get to those sections, it's really hard to do special holidays of any sort. There is a Black Cat Day in October. So I try to do that. I've had I Love Lucy Day on here forever, and I have not been able to do it. I so want to do it. But whenever I get to it, I'm like, oh, but I have all these, fall sticker books that I want to use that I already have. So I end up doing that. So that's how I do it. You go through what you have first. That's what you do. You go through what you have first. So you have these holidays, and then you go through your books and you figure out what matches and you put them in here. Then what you do is you go through what you have and you say, does it have a theme? Does it have something? Can I look it up on the internet and see if I can find a spot for it in here? And then what you do is you can take what's left over and you can say, well, this is spring, this is summer, this is fall. This gives me a seasonal feel. And then you put it in that season. You put them in there. And then you can, after that, just take something you like. If you still have some left over, take something you like and just put them in there. And then you could go through here and say, I really like, Purple Day. And so I'm going to leave this one open. Oops, leave it open right there because this is more different. I'm going to leave it open, and I'm going to look for stickers for that. And then you should be able to come up with a system in the end. And then you'll have it all set. And then when you go through, when you're done with it, it may look a little messy like this. And you circle the holidays that you like, and you write all the things that you want to on it. And then when you're done, you can just check off all the ones that you finished. So like on here, I, only went so far. It's pretty much all, Kell of a Plan, fall right there. Some of them have question marks because I haven't found them yet. That's kind of how I did it. So, and when you're doing this, keep in mind that you can also do these things as well. You can also put in these categories. These I do not have. Maybe I could put it on my Instagram. These are just themes that people use. Plants. Sloth was really big for a while. Seasons. Black and white theme. A blackout theme. A Disney cartoon character. A cartoon character is really good, especially when a movie comes out. Oh, that was a character too. Movies. Let's say it's an anniversary or a movie's coming out. That's something you would want to put in this category right here, movie. Sleeping Beauty was, not Sleeping Beauty, Snow White came out. I did a Snow White spread during that time. That's a good time to do that. Rainbows, squirrels, birds, dogs, cats, lemons and fruits, watercolor images, Christmas sweater, jungle, leopard, butterfly, sunflowers, flowers, princess, drawing, favorite TV show, pastel, one color or two color themed, a specific word like boo written across, spring written across, food, decade 80s, no sticker. So you go through these things and you ask yourself, what do I really, 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 really like? And you say, I really, really like these things. And you try to fit them in here. And I almost guarantee you that once you do that, you're going to find that you probably need to only look for maybe like 5 weeks worth, if that, of stickers. And you probably have enough to get through it. And like I said, don't be afraid to use, one sticker book for the whole month even. Don't be afraid of that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you wanted to use, this for the whole month of October, go for it. You don't have to be a sticker hoarder. It's up to you. It's your planner. And it's how you want to spend your money. And maybe you only have so much money. Don't feel bad about that. Feel proud of yourself that you're making your planner the way what is best for you. And that's important. So maybe some of these themes would be best for you. Maybe finding, some stickers that are at Walmart or something that are about Earth Day would be really good for you. A farmer's market is going to start up. That would be a good local event one. The farmer's market's going to start. That would be a great theme for that week. School's out and it's the great time to go visit the ocean. That would be a good one. Do an ocean theme that week. Hearts is nice. Snowflakes, rain, sun, cityscape, architecture, sticker book, photos, torn scrap paper, picture book, kids series, reading books, bingo, hot air balloon, lighthouses, goals, dream, money, ha ha ha. Money. Phrase, saying, April showers, school, flamingo, palm trees, stuffed animals, trains, a toy, Nintendo themed, barbecue themed, playground themed. That would be really great too at the beginning of summer. Kids out or something. A quilt pattern, vacation, cyanotype. Is that how I say that? I'm not sure. I'm not really good with my words. A collection like Beanie Babies, or a collection of pencils, or a collection of, I don't know, what do people have collections of? Books. Celebrate your heritage. I'm a lot of Irish, so St. Patrick's Day comes along. I really like to put something nice for that. A mandala. That is a really cool and fun one. I have a set for that. I have, where'd it go? Here it is. I bought one of these so that I can make nice perfect circles and little lines. Unfortunately, I haven't actually put that into my equation yet because I found that I actually bought too many sticker books for now. So I need to, get that in there for next year. Neon, washi tape, exercise, music, feelings, birthdays, holidays, flowers, board game. A board game one would be fun. A profession, transportation, bubbles, unicorn. Any of these things, gemstones, avatar of yourself. This one's fun on a birthday. Just mental note on that. Or someone's birthday. There is bobblehead day. I had that in here. And I did do a bobblehead day. That was fun. Let me pull that one out. I don't know what's on that day though, written, but I'll do it quickly. It's not completed. I didn't do a lot of stuff on there, but here's a little quick peek of our bobbleheads. I used GPT for it. I don't have that anymore for my own reasons. But there was National Bobblehead Day, so I made shelves with plants and bobbleheads. And those are pictures of my grandson helping my other son put together a table for his new apartment. Thus no longer having the TV tray as my planner area. Now I have a desk because my son moved out. My one son moved out. Not the one with the grandson. But anyways, so bobbleheads. I mean, how cute. That came out cute in my opinion. Needs a little extra writing in it. And I did some of it in pencil, and I have to go back through and erase the pencil and put like in some nicer letters. That would be nice. You could do pattern like plaid, dot, stripes, zoo, farm. Oops, I forgot to decorate. Someone did that once. That was really fun. There is somewhere in Happy Planner, they have like these oops stickers, or like forget it, or like I forgot what they are, but it's really funny. And so they just plop these oops stickers all over their thing to be like, oops, I didn't do it this week. Kind of a deal. Clocks, time, gnomes, hometown, wreaths, symbols, like apple, like, a Mercedes symbol, a favorite store, political party. That would be good maybe during a voting time or something. Or one big sticker in the center. Some people do that. They'll do like, here's the discs, and they'll put like a big, huge thing in the middle. You could do a W pattern. You can do a pattern like this. There's also, do I have any on the back? I hope not, because that's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot on here. Sports, smiley faces, emojis, celestial, circus, car show. There's a lot of car shows out there. Prom. There's all these things that you can use. So there's a lot of areas that you can use to fill up this piece of paper. And once you do that, and I mean, some of them you might be like a question mark because you have, let's say, maybe Mario Day and the fair, or so, well, maybe not in March. Do they have the fair in March? I don't know. And you have a question mark, and you can decide when you get to that day, what you want to do. Or let's say you get close to it and you're like, I really forgot to buy the Mario stickers, but I have the fair stickers. Or let's say you don't have either one. So then you pull out some book that you forgot that you had, or a brand new book you just bought. And then you just do that. You can change it around. It doesn't have to be permanent in any way. It doesn't have to be, this is what I wrote down, therefore Grammy says I have to do it that way. No. That's not the case. So I have found really that I'm going to try to reach up here. These are the books that I'm using from Happy Planner, at least. Ugh. Oh yeah, Hobby Lobby has their stickers. Live Love Posh is in another spot. But these are some of the books that I'm using this year. Not a lot. The rest of them are Canva. Mike Hell of a Planner up there. So do you really need to buy that sticker book? Maybe not. It really depends on how long you've been doing this. Did you use up your stickers? Have you just started? It kind of depends. I've chosen this for the Purple Day, I'm pretty sure. Let's see here. What else did I choose things for? What's next, actually? Next I'm doing... next is Design Lovely Studio. She has a nice Irish kind of a look without it being overly Irish. And I kind of like that. It's not the gimmicky 4-leaf clover. I'm not a big fan of that. It's more of a subtle look to it. So I'm going to do that for St. Patrick's Day. And then, oh, National Purple Day is, and I put them in order too, actually, so that I can use them. National Purple Day is coming up. And then Crayon Day. Oh, no. Next is World Party Day. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm going to use these party type stickers, kind of a thing. It's a party kind of vibe. So I'm going to use those stickers. And then, let's see here. I'm going to use, I might use Canva and try to create some autism stickers. And then there's International Plant Appreciation Day, and I thought these would go well with that. So it doesn't have to be direct, it can just be this gives me that feel kind of a thing. So I hope this is helpful to you. I hope, that you're not overwhelmed by what I just showed you. It's probably going to take a day to go through and really do it. Give yourself a day. Take little breaks, things like that. But I think you can do it. And I think that doing that, taking that one day, can really help you out in knowing when to buy sticker books. If you really need to buy a sticker book, like, oh, that holiday's coming up and this is going to work for it, or this event is coming up, this will work for it, or I have an open week and I really like this sticker book. It has a great concept and I don't have a lot of extra sticker books that need to be used up, or I need a lot of books. I have a lot of books that need to be used up. And because you got to remember, these sticker books, you use them once for a week, you could probably use them again. So, you don't need to buy, the first 2 years or so, yeah, you're going to need to buy quite a few sticker books, but you need to reuse them year 3 and 4. So you're going to buy less those years. But then you're going to need to buy more as it goes along. Unless you sell some sticker books to buy new ones and things like that. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. National Pick Strawberries Day. You know that we have, Happy Planner always has strawberries in a book once a year, at least. And I'm pretty sure almost every other sticker person out there has strawberries as well. So anyways, I hope this was helpful. Go to my Etsy shop, download a PDF that you can print out for your own. If you want to use this as a base, draw on it. You can print it out multiple times. Use correction tape on it if you want to. And it doesn't have to look pretty. Mine does not look pretty. It doesn't look pretty. It's pretty messy. Yeah, it's pretty messy. And don't forget, concerts. Do you have concerts near you? Like, do you have a, where they have a stadium or something like that? Does the ballet come near you, or some type of art form? Like paintings, things like that. Heavenly birthdays, living birthdays, pet gotcha days, anniversary, work anniversaries, your home anniversary, your car reached 200,000 miles. Let's see here. The fair, ballet, orchestra. Do you have some type of unique attraction in your area? Rodeo. There's all sorts of different things that can go in this column. So don't forget that as well. Because you want your planner to be personal a little bit. So don't forget the things that are local to you as well. So, okay. Starting to repeat myself. Just don't forget May 4th and Free Comic Book Day. There's just so much to discuss. Popcorn Day. There's so much. It's really hard to do this video. But I hope that you find this interesting and helpful. And you can make this pretty. You can make this pretty. I do not make this pretty because there's so much information to put on there that I just don't have the... If I made this into like 4 or 5 pages, I could make it pretty. But I don't want to put that much paper in my planner. I just want the 1 page. So I just do the 1 page and it's just kind of messy looking. And I just put it at the front of my planner. And, you know, that's where it goes. It's my planner. So that's what I like for my planner. And that's okay. It's okay to have a messy page in your planner. I give you permission to have a messy page in your planner. Grammy says that having a messy page in your planner is okay. So anyways, have a nice day. It's a really nice day out here today. If it's not nice where you are, turn on the TV and put on an aquarium or something like that. So at least you can feel like, you know, nature is around you and it's, you know, nice on the TV or something. Have a nice day, everyone.